So, the whole principle of Walking Dead is it's a cop. He's supposed to enforce law, and he's like, "Yo, I'm gonna enforce law, and it's gonna be my way or the highway." And then, as more as the world goes in and the world goes to shit, he's like, "I don't know if I can enforce law. I don't know if I can put in the law in places, right? What am I supposed to do here? I just don't know." And it's tough. It's tough. It is tough because you don't know how to do it. You don't know what to do. The whole thing that you question the law is beautiful. But it's at the very first, the beginning. Shane and Rick pointing guns at each other. The difference is Rick would have not shot. Shane would have shot. So Carl goes in, and to save his dad, he shoots Shane, which he loves. And then they're talking about the story and how they had to hurt people that they care about. And Rick talked about, the farm and having to see people that he loved being transformed. Abraham tells the story about the grocery store. And you think that Carl is sleeping. But Carl says, he talks about Shane and how he felt to kill Shane. And the crazy thing in the comics, and this is like chapter 3, and he says, "Dad, it doesn't feel like killing the dead one." And Rick's like, it should never feel like killing it should never feel like killing the dead one. So yeah, so this is a really, really powerful moment. Really powerful. Really powerful. It's just something that you kind of have to embrace, you know. So the whole fun, and it's just the sacrifices. For example, of course, you have the leadership and the fact that they go on the road and they have to be carried by Alexandria, and they meet him, and there's food, and there's like, no, there's food for your daughter. You eat the fucking food for my daughter before she eats it, so he doesn't poison the kid. But in the comic, there's a scene that is amazing. So in the comics, this is really weird because in the comics, Rick has 3 girlfriends. He has Andrea, which is still alive. He has he has a girl. I don't remember her name. I think she is Jess, but I'm not sure. And he has Lori. So he lost Lori, and then years later, he finds a girl called Jess, Alexandria. Her husband is very he's violent. She doesn't love him. He falls in love with her. They have this relationship, right? And they have this relationship, and Jess gets bitten. So what happened is Alexandria is surrounded by walls. The walls get knocked down by a walker, or by a group of walkers, technically a herd of walker. And Jess is getting bit, and she's holding Carl, and she's holding Carl. And they're in a relationship, it's funny, a relationship. And he see the mess, and he covered himself in guts, just like he did with Glenn in season 1. And then they move in, and then he says, "Carl, let's go." And she said that she's not letting go. And at this point, she's kind of still, you know. So I lied. I don't know. I don't think she was bitten. I think it's her son that was bitten, her second son that was bitten, and she doesn't see it as getting bitten. She see him. It's still my baby boy. She doesn't let go. Rick takes a hatchet and cut off the hands of his girlfriend to free Carl. He has a father. It's just great. It's just great. But it's also one of the powerful scenes as a dad is Rick gets really fucking sick. Really fucking sick. You see that in the show too. And Carl is supposed to keep the house, and he's really worried. He's really, really, really worried. And he's like, okay, well, I don't know if I can kill those walkers. So whenever the walker gets too close to home, Carl will go out and lure them out. He will lure them, and he's afraid. And he's like, "Dad, wake up! I need you! I need you! I need you! Why did you abandon me?" Right? And he hates his father. It's like, "I hate you." And then Rick wake up, and Carl was so good. He was so good, and the first thing that Rick says is, "Thanks for protecting us." You know, it's a beautiful moment. Rick Graham wins Father of the Year, for sure, for sure. Anyway, I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace. Got blocked. What the fuck? Don't think it's a link. I'm giving you off because I have a fantastic day on this 15 June 2025. Today is Father's Day. We're talking about a subject which is positivity. Lately, I've been really thankful for my community. I've been really grateful for the people that are in my life. I'm having positive people in my life. I'm thinking about Jess, I'm thinking about Anna, I'm thinking about my whole community. Dofi, Andrew, Michael. I'm just so thankful for people that are there for me and they don't ask anything in return, which is amazing. And I don't know, just the fact that I was, and I was thinking about why I was grateful. And yes, I was grateful for kindness, but I'm like, no. When I ask myself, why are you so grateful? I was like, it's more than kindness. And it's being surrounded by positivity in a day-to-day basic. And that positivity was amazing. And I was like, holy shit, this feels so good. And I know what you're saying, Ink. This is something that you learn when you're a baby. Positivity is amazing. So yeah, surrounding yourself with positive people is super important. However, like for example, yesterday I called my mom. It went super well. She's being super cool because I have this new job and I'm a bit worried. I'm gonna quickly mention it because it's kind of important too. I have this offer for the new job. It's not that I worked before. It is quite dangerous fit for the health. It's toxic. The pay is good though. Short term it would be amazing. The pay is really good. There's good insurance, but long term, it's gonna be making me very sick long term. And I have a job right now with the agency. They call me maybe once or twice a week, which is not enough to pay the bills. And surprisingly, I talked to my father and I talked to my mom. And I was like, hey, what am I supposed to do? I take the job that's a bit more dangerous, or do I take the job that pays the bill, or do I take the job that doesn't pay the bills but is safe? And to my surprise, they're like, yo, take the job that pays the safe one will help you. That really impressed me. There's been really a lot of positivity, and it's surrounding yourself with the positivity, but not allowing negativity to come in. Like for example, I did a live TikTok live last week. There's a lot of trolls, and I just ignored them, and I didn't let them affect me. Surrounding yourself with positive people, but also ignoring the negativity next to you. So why am I so grateful? Why am I talking about this right now? Well, I realized that not a month ago, not a year ago, but last week, I was the negative force in this universe. So this universe is kind of crazy. I feel like every single person has its own universe. So you're the center of the universe. The people surrounding you are your planets, if you will, and it's just dealing with those people, right? In this universe, it's your whole life. It's the choices you make. It's the thing that happens to you. Is the people that are surrounding you. How do they affect you? They affect you positively. They affect you negatively. It's your own universe. It's your own